Okay, welcome back. The next person I'd like to introduce you to is Dira. And Dira has been working for a creative manager for 6.5 years. So tell me, Dira, what do you do as a creative manager?
So I will explain with a sample. So one of my client is Singapore Zoo. So usually I will meet them to get the brief of what they want for their merchandise. Usually, mainly my company will produce T-shirt for them. So I will set a meeting for them to meet with me and my boss. Then we discuss what is the range for the next product they want. Usually the meeting is like every 6 months. Then after that, we come back to office. Then I will brief my designer team about the requirement they will need to what animal they need to draw, and that's why we need a lot of research on the animal. So because of the zoo now, I know I can differentiate what's the difference between the Asian elephant and the African elephant because the zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Then after we draw some draft, then we email to Singapore Zoo. If they okay, they approve, then we go for sampling in the overseas factory. After that, if all okay, then my work is done. Then the purchaser or the admin will take over about the sales and the ordering, the pre-order. Yeah, about that.
Okay, thanks. That's a really great explanation for it. And how do you end up as a creative manager?
Uh, it's back to like 6.5 years ago. After I graduate from one of the university from Indonesia, I'm I'm graduate from visual communication design study. Then actually I want to work in Singapore since I'm graduate, but you need to have skill first to enter the Singapore. So I worked in Bandung as a senior illustrator for almost 2 years. Then the the last 1 year when I work as a senior illustrator, I keep sending application to Singapore via internet like JobStreet or something. So one day I can send like 10 different application to 10 different company. I keep sending almost like 8 months. Then finally I get like a few calls. Then that's why I get my first job in Singapore. And then until now I'm still working in my first company that accepted me.
So it's great you managed to finally find your way over here.
Yeah,
Perseverance paid off.
yeah.
It's good to hear. And so,
Thank
what do you
you.
like about your job as a creative manager?
Apart from the free gift, because the sample from the sample I can get a free t-shirt, free shoes, free clothes. Even what I'm wearing now is from them. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So apart from the free gift, I'm enjoying the process of the making of the product, because when I'm creating the product, I will think that I would wear the product. So I need to create the best product that people also can wear.
So, I mean, I find the people we work with is very important to us as INFJs, and the people we work with can either energize us or drain us. So, how do you find working with the different people in your industry?
Yeah, I like to meet different profession so I can learn from them what they do when they work, because not everyone is a designer. So mostly it's merchandiser, and some is the purchaser, or even the owner of the product, or even is sometimes I work with Disney for the
Hmm.
licensing. So I like to meet different kind of people, so I will learn a lot about the other industry.
Is there anything about the people that you work with that frustrate you?
Oh yeah, some professional people even still have like incompetence traits, so even their senior level, but
Mm.
they work like just graduated or something. They're not professional
Okay.
enough, but their level is senior. So it's frustrates me because yeah, they have power, but their profession level is not that much.
Hmm. Okay,
It's
thank
hard to
you.
work with.
And what do you wish you could change about your job?
Hmm. I wish I can work from home or even
Yeah.
anywhere else. Just using internet is will be more convenient.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and would you recommend this career path to new INFJ graduates?
Yes, for the new graduates and people who start work like want to get a career in the creative industry, yes. But when you already mid 30s or 30 plus, then I think don't just don't change to this job because it's I mean not recommendable because I prefer if you are already in your 30s or 20 something, then I think you need to start to learn on the entrepreneurship because you can rely on salary anymore if you are getting older. The salary will have like certain limit, so you better to start entrepreneurship and start to earn passive income, so will be good for your future.
And is this something you can see yourself doing long term or for the rest of your life, working as a creative manager?
No, I want more. So no, but I like to work in creative industry. So regardless any title, I want to try another career level, maybe another company or bigger corporation. But as a creative manager, no, I think it's good to have, but I want more.
Okay, so what is it that you want more? I mean, do you have a kind of a vision or ideal what your future job or career would look like?
Oh, actually, I plan to have a taken master in business, so I can work in a bigger corporation. To yeah, to leverage my career.
Would you still be like to use your creative industry skills?
Yes, I would like to combine the thing that I learned from master business and the entrepreneurship to combine with the creative industry.
Okay, thanks so much, Dira, thank you for coming here
Yeah, thank you also for
and
this.
for sharing about what it means to be a creative manager as an INFJ.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, is there any? We're putting it up to the floor now. Do we have anyone who would like to ask any questions for Dira?
Is there a lot of alone time in your work, or it's like more time that you would spend having to interact with clients and colleagues?
So the question is there a lot of alone time in your work, and do you have to spend a lot of time interacting with colleagues?
Alone time, not so much. That's why I need to put earphone to isolate myself because my office is open space. So I mean, next to me is my other colleagues, and then behind me is another colleague. So very crowded and quite small place. So I need, if I want to work in a quiet place, it's not possible. So I need to plug in my earphone, then plus the volume to the max you can, so I cannot hear if they call me. They need to tap my shoulder.
Okay.
But the interaction with colleagues, yeah, because they just beside me, behind me, so interact a lot. That's why sometimes it drain my energy because need to interact with a lot of people.
It's quite draining, the interactions, I think.
Mm.
I think it's quite unanimous for us as INFJs. Multiple interactions with people will leave us drained by the end of the day. Thank you. Do you have any other questions over at the back?
What's the best part of your job?
Okay, the question is, what's the best part of your job?
When I see my product is getting there, I mean, it's ready to sell to the market. So when I see my product is good, then no defect or everything, then I will be happy and satisfied. Then if I see people wearing my t-shirt or my shoes that I made, then I will be happy. Oh, they're buying this product. Yeah.
So you can see your vision realized in the real world. That's quite satisfying for you.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Any other questions?
Can I go back to the part about being drained by other people? How do you manage that?
Okay, the question is, how do you manage being drained by other people?
At home, the release is at home because in the professional work, I mean, you cannot say no, not to talk to people or isolate yourself because you need to work with other people, right? So at home, then I release my stress with watching YouTube or TV series. That's my stress release. But at work, then it's hard. Yeah, I cannot hide myself. No, sometimes if very stressful, right, then I just go to the bedroom. Yeah, take like 5 minutes, then go back. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. How do you like get your creativity juices flowing?
How do you get your
Oh.
creativity juices flowing?
I think it's naturally there. I mean, inspiration can be from anywhere, even like just you see the clouds, then the color of the clouds today is very nice, like just pink and blue, just nice. That is already inspiration for me. Like maybe I want to create some fabric that have clouds or something. So inspiration actually is everywhere, even from the nature. Mostly I see for inspiration from the nature.
Thank you. Okay, that's all we have. All the questions we have for Dira. So thank you, Dira, for coming up here.